Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things. And we see them in Lebron James is back in the news again, man. He back in the news again, but before we get into it, please make sure you like the video. It's up to the channel. So yesterday, the Lakers were playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder, right? And I was going to watch that game until I remembered that SGA was... I'm just not a fan of watching games where teams aren't at their full... I don't like watching games that are a foregone conclusion before the game starts. I like competitive basketball, right? And if it's not a competitive thing, I have zero interest in watching it. I didn't watch most of that game between them and the Golden State. I just don't like games where I know there's a competitive imbalance. So I don't watch those kind of games. But I was kind of peeping it. I saw the first quarter and then I just went to bed, right? I didn't watch the rest of it. But I woke up in the morning and I saw that the Lakers ended up losing to the Oklahoma City Thunder 110 to 119, right? So I then immediately went to the box score. And then if you look at it here, the Thunder, man, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in double figures, man. 7 players in double figures, right? They were a well-oiled machine, man. 42% from the three-point line. They got 45 rebounds. They did their thing. In the case of the Lakers, what happened with the Lakers here? They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. Okay, 6 players in double digits. Who is it? Rui had 12. And of course, he had a double. So now he had 10 rebounds with 6 points. This guy, anyway. Jake LaRavia had 14 points. Marcus Smart had 19 points. Austin Reeves had 16 points. LeBron actually led all scorers with 22 points in the game, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. But ultimately, it wasn't enough, right? It wasn't enough for him and for them to overcome this opponent. So after the game, when I woke up this morning, I'd already seen a post that Mitch sent for me from Courtside Buzz, right? And I want to put up the thumbnail for you guys. And it says here, you want to compare us to the Thunder? That's a championship team. We're not. LeBron James on the Los Angeles Lakers after Oklahoma City beat them 119 to 110. So later on in the day, as I was just kind of going through my day, I actually came across the clip of LeBron James himself talking when the media asked him this question. And we actually want to play the sound because I think you can kind of get the emotion behind everything that the guy was saying there. It's a very short video, I think about 30 seconds or so. But before we even get into the sound here, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week I'm really looking forward to some of these upcoming games. This week I'm picking Stephen Curry for more than 29 points. I'm picking Kevin Durant for more than 27 points. I'm picking Giannis Antetokounmpo for more than 12 rebounds. And I'm picking Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play safe, you'll love Prize Picks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. Okay, so what I want to do is I want you guys to listen to LeBron as the reporter asks him the question, and I'm going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what they had to say here.
They're the best team in the league, and they're a good measuring stick when you play them. Where are you seeing the gaps between like where they're at and the things they do well consistently versus like kind of the build that you guys are trying to put together?
You want me to compare us to them?
No, I want to know where you think though that like sort of as this team is on its like.
That's a championship team right there. We're not. So I don't understand.
What are the biggest things you think that are keeping this team as right now?
We can't sustain energy and effort for 48 minutes, and they can. That's why they won a championship.
Fantastic. So you heard what LeBron James had to say there. Right now, the day prior, we had done a show about some major shakeups that are going to be taking place with the Lakers this offseason. As you guys know, Mark Walters, the owner of the Dodgers, they also bought the Lakers, right? And it looks like this offseason is when they're going to start to really put their imprint on this organization. Some people believe that people like Rob Pelinka, who you saw in the thumbnail, is in the hot seat. And when you have a LeBron making comments like this, it points directly to the management, team president, general manager. It points to them because he's essentially saying this is the roster that they've built, right? This is the roster that they built, and we're out here, and you're asking me to compare us to this team across the corridor. What do you mean? That's a championship team, and we're not. So he's also kind of pointing fingers at the organ. Whenever you say that, he doesn't mean I'm not a championship caliber player. He's saying that we don't have the unit to win a championship, and that speaks directly to management. Now the question is he throwing Mark Walter under the bus? I mean, Rob Pelinka under the bus? Some may say yes. Some may say, well, Rob Pelinka was already under the bus because of the report that we did yesterday, where people are expecting some major shakeups to happen with the team. Now, what's my take on all of this? First of all, the Lakers losing to the Oklahoma City Thunder is no surprise to me, really. Look, first of all, the Thunder are really good. That's number one. Number two, you got to understand that any combination at this point with LeBron, with either Reeves or Luka, is just not good enough. At this point in his career, he's too old, man. It's not a knock on the guy. No one is throwing him under the bus. He's just not good enough. He's too old, right? So we've seen him. He played with Luka for a good stretch. They were a 500 ball club, basically, right? So them losing to a SGA-less Thunder comes as no surprise. Look, guys, the Lakers are not as good as I said it already. I'm just one of the people that said I believe they got worse once this guy returned. I believe that, and I'm still sticking by that notion. If you look at their standing in the Western Conference, they're a middle of the pack team. They're the fifth seed in the Western Conference. They've been hovering around 500. Sometimes they go on a little win streak and then they lose a game. Right now they're 6-4 over their last 10. And the funny part is, or rather the scary part, is that the Lakers have a good team coming up next. They're going to be playing against the Spurs tonight, if I'm not mistaken. And then after that, they have the Mavs, and you're not going to write them off because the way Cooper Flag is playing out there. Then you have the Clippers, who are going to be desperate. Then you have the Celtics, who are, good luck with the Celtics. They're no joke. I mean, those guys will shoot you out of the state. Forget about the arena when it comes to three-point shooting. So, and then you have the Suns, another team vying for a spot in the playoffs. You have the Warriors. So the Lakers have a pretty tough schedule coming up. But the fact of the matter is this, man. If you're a Laker fan, you're not really paying too much attention to this season. You're paying attention to what this team will look like in the offseason, what moves they're going to make, but really the next summer. That's really because they're going to need to get a key piece here. Now, when LeBron leaves the team this summer, we're going to get a chance to see how Austin Reeves and Luka gels if he remains with the Lakers. Going into next season, we're going to get a chance. They look pretty good to begin the season. We'll see what they do in the offseason, who gets fired, whatever. But as it stands right now, this team isn't any good. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.